I know it's a little loud, and I'll make it a little quieter in just a minute. But I just got back. I had to go pick up some parts for a truck tomorrow. Some brakes and shoes for truck tomorrow. But I don't know if any of y'all know what this is, but I found something last night looking on Marketplace, believe it or not. And I'll give y'all a hint to it in just a second. Look what I found. Found this little small motor on Marketplace last night. And I'm gonna get it set on the engine stand, and I'll pick y'all back up in a minute, and we'll give this a look over. So, found this last night on Marketplace. And the guy wanted $1,500 for it. Said it was locked up. He pulled it out, put another one in it. I got talking to him. He said it's got 220,000 on his motor. We talked back and forth a little bit about it. I went over today and looked at it. He said it's got he said it spun a bearing. I don't know if they've pulled the pan off or not. It looks like they've had the valve cover off because the bolt's missing, and maybe the head off because all the head bolts have been turned on both sides. So don't know. So main spun, rod spun, don't know. Anyway, I thought it was a pretty good deal considering what this is factory. I'm hoping it's a rod that spun and not a main. I took a gamble on it, bought it. It was cheap. I talked them down out of what it was. I did get the injection rails I showed you earlier with the injectors. No pump. Not really concerned with the pump for what I'm going to be doing with it right now, especially anyway. So, yeah. So, I'm finna drain the oil out of it. If it's got any in it, looks like nothing's been drained out of the pan. The bolt looks like somebody put it on at one of these little change oil places where they got their paint on it. And we're gonna see what the oil looks like and what the bearings look like in the bottom, and we'll go from there. All right, got the pan off. Looking at it at first, it don't really look bad. Get y'all zoomed out a little bit here. My poodle. What you doing? But don't really look bad. I don't see anything crazy. He said it spun a rod or spun a bearing, is what he says. None of the rods look like they've been hot. I might have a little bit kind of compared. Sorry, my bad. Forget the camera's on one side. That rod and that one's a little dark. Caps don't look burnt. So that's always a good sign. I try to look for a discoloring cap or rod. Usually you can tell if you've had one that's gotten hot, burned up really bad. On one of these rods, especially, these caps will be just burnt. Motor oil will just be black, completely burnt up, looking like something you pulled out of a fire, almost burnt. I don't really see anything crazily discolored. Nowhere I would think it would be. We'll pull one of these main caps off, and we'll kind of take a look, see what we got, and I'm not sure if these caps are broke or if they're a machine face. But that one has definitely stacked. That's what happened. Let's see if I can get y'all brought down here a little closer. Show you what's going on here. So that bearing has completely spun around and stacked itself on top of the other one. If you can see that, my finger's in the way, is a bearing, and then you can still see the tang on the other bearing that's still in there. And if I can do this, I'll try to, let me zoom y'all out. I'll try to show y'all what I'm talking about so y'all don't think I'm crazy. You can kind of see it right there. Crank is going to be really questionable where this ain't good. Doesn't feel bad, but kind of hard to tell right now. You can really see that. You can really see how that's doubled up now. Definitely did a good number on that one. There's one bearing. Good thing right off of that one. I dropped it in that bucket of oil. Alright, so I got it down to here. I'll bring y'all back for what I just found. You can probably already see this bearing is a lot better shape. It's definitely had some junk run through it. I'm sure I had this other bearing. But the surface is lots better. So looking at this, I want to say it can be turned as long as it hadn't gotten this side too much over here. I think it'll be all right, because if it's gotten this side, I don't know what that's going to title, but it don't feel no heightfully different. I don't think it run a long time like that. Definitely got to go to the machine shop. You can see now. Getting down here, y'all can see it. That one still has the little tang on it. I was talking about right there. See that right corner? I can be steady. And that's what holds the bearing in. So, since that left the chat on that one, I'll have to do that and see if I gotta have a rod. So, hopefully we'll be good on that. And it's not too awful. Maybe they can get by with it and polish it out, because I think the rest of it's good. And we turned out all right on this gamble here, because if that's all we run into, we'll be in good shape here. Because it's not too bad for what it could be. I mean, you know, we don't have a lot in it. This is a really, really cheap alternative to buying a very expensive block. And my biggest problem was I didn't want to buy a $3,000 or $4,000 motor. I mean, for the simple fact, if I buy a $3,000 or $4,000 motor and it's fixing to do this, I wouldn't plan on opening the bottom end up and checking it, honestly. I really wouldn't. I wanted to put a cam in it, what I was going to do, and run it and see how it did. Soda walls look pretty good. I don't see anything wrong with them. All the squirters still are in there, nothing actually slung apart. So I'm pretty content with that. Somebody's having a stroke out there, I know, because I laid that cap down and didn't mark it or anything which way it come off, but they're broke caps just like the older blocks. So, and this is the first LT I've ever been in, also, by the way. So I don't really know that you can resize these rods. So if that one, I'm gonna have to get one rod and we'll reuse that piston. All right, got a short video because my phone's about to die. But I went ahead and pulled the top end off, pulled the heads off. Looking in here, still kind of hard to turn over after I got the bearings out. All right, so you can see I just got the mounts off of LS. I hadn't measured them yet. I'm curious to see how close these LS brackets might be to the LT. I haven't seen nothing just written down about them, so just for reference, it kind of. Yeah, it's a good bit of difference. Might get some different mounts. So that's what I was wanting to know, if he's going to make some different mounts, buy some. I haven't really looked into it yet. I just want to pull these off and see if they would fit or not.
Here where I've been, I'm humming on that lonesome song again. I thought
Well, we're running our first issue. I don't know if you can see it. Try to kick it, but oil pan hit the cross member right there, even with me having it knocked out. So truck oil pan may not work. That's kind of what I was wondering. Need about another 2 inches. I might have another 2 inches right here, but we'll see. I'll try to get this pulled out. Look down there and see what it's got. Radio down. I really think about that steel pan on there is not clear. I may get down there and see about taking that steel pan off the bottom and see if that'll give me enough room to let it slide on down in there without that little added 2-inch steel piece in there. That's how close I get with that. Like I said, that's why I want to try it, see how it fits. See what kind of fitment we had on it. Definitely hidden. I really feel like if it would come down probably to 2 inches, it would probably go back another 2 inches or so. It might be clear. So see if I can get that off. See what it looks like. one like $200. It looks just like the hollow one. It's like $500. So I'm probably gonna get the one off Amazon and see how it works. And hopefully save some money and save some time. Not fiddle with this. I'll have $200 and it cut this out, making it work. Plus it won't clear the cross member even with that cross member being knocked. So we're just gonna see if I can get a smaller oil pan. I think it's been 6-quart pan still instead of an 8. With the variable timing gear, so we won't be using this either. It'll be different. It'll shave us off. It's gonna cost a little bit, but it's gonna make it work while we're gonna try to run that motor. Got this tore all the way down. So we can roll it up and see what the cylinder walls look like. Really good. Don't look too bad from this angle. It's already been sitting a little while. On the bottom, it's a pretty clean motor. I did find one more rod bearing, number 2. And let's see, it's number 7. No, number 8. Number 8's got a pretty good bit of little wear on it. I think it'll clean up when we turn it. But it does have a little wear on it where it was supposed to spin too. Didn't stack it. It may have spun the rod actually. Bearing dropped out and kind of got mixed up with some others on the floor before I looked at it. I'll spin this over. But so far, some of them all look pretty good for a used motor. I do not plan on boring at this time. So, cam bearings are took them a shot. They're gonna get replaced. We'll put all new bearings in it. Hopefully we'll be able to save them 2 rods and we'll be good to go. I'll get it to the machine shop. Let them check it all over really good. Check the head, go through them, and bring it back. And we'll see what we order for it, get in to put it back together with, and see if we can get it back in this truck with some parts that'll actually fit, like an oil pan that'll clear and some motor mounts that'll fit this thing. I think I can buy a set before I can build them. But that'll do us for now. I'll pick y'all up. Might be a week or 2 till this stuff comes out of the machine shop. Depending on how quick turnaround get on it. May start mounting some of the fuel cell and some other stuff in this truck before then. And I'll give y'all an update then.